Hi, I'm Brandy with Calico Marketing and WealthyCRE.com. Today's topic is 4 commercial real estate marketing strategies. Getting your commercial real estate marketing strategies planned and organized can be easy. Let's discuss some of the new schools of thought that can create a profitable commercial real estate marketing plan. Lead generation can be faster and easier with these 4 tips. So let's get started. Number 1, getting a leads list. Even if you're incredibly swamped with deals and have a lot of work, still building and getting your leads list should be your number 1 priority pretty much at all times, especially if you're a commercial real estate agent. So one of the ways that you can do that is, of course, the leader in commercial real estate leads and lists is Reonomy. Reonomy is really great in the fact that you can search around a certain area. You can just do zip codes. You can even just look at the people that own like small multifamily or retail in a certain area or office in a certain area, and you can get it really narrowed down and just download that information directly onto an Excel spreadsheet, making it one of the easier ways to gather leads. Now, if you don't want to pay for a leads list, there is another option. So all of that information, especially owner information of properties, is public domain. So you can access it if you're willing to do the work. But the thing is, you have to go to the county records department and access this information. Now, sometimes the county records department is really easy and they have an online tool where you can just search directly on their website and filter and take all the information, copy and paste it onto like a Excel spreadsheet that you're using. Other times, especially smaller counties, that's not going to be available. You might even have to go into your county records department, sit at their desktop and click at every single one of the parcels and write down the information that you see on the mapping system that they have. So they're a really good source of information to get that. So if you have any questions about your county records department, just do a Google search, try to find their phone number, and contact them directly to get that sort of information. So if tenant rep is your game, then a business list is really what you're going to be needing. So there are all kinds of business lists services out there. One of my personal favorites is Data Axle. It used to be Info USA, but now it's Data Axle. So once you're in there, you can just download an Excel file of different businesses in the area. So if you have like an empty suite and you'd really like to see like an insurance agent or something in there, you can go around a radius around the property and then just look up some agents in that area that might be interested in them, and then that way you'll have a list and you can contact them about the available suite. So those 3 ideas are really great ways to build that initial leads list, which leads me on to number 2, building your leads list long term. So having a cold email list is great to get started, but it's just a foothold in a long-term strategy. So when you get your list, put it into an email service like MailChimp or Constant Contact. From there, you'll be able to send out newsletters, just sold, just listed, and other announcements. Keeping in touch with current leads to keep top of mind is extremely important, especially with your email list. So even though they won't need you today, most of them won't anyway, just statistically, they will need you at some point. So whether it's next month or next year, just staying top of mind with those emails and just the announcements, just sold, listings, etc., will keep you top of mind. So when they are ready to purchase, they will remember your name. So that leads me to number 3, mailers versus emails. People always ask me, are mailers still a thing? Are mailers dead? Does anyone still do mailers? The answer is yes, people still do mailers, and they do have a place in your marketing plan. So one of the reasons why people are backing off so much on the mailers is because of the cost. So if you remember, probably about even just 5 years ago, you could send a postcard for about 30 cents. Nowadays, it's about $1 to print and mail and ship that same postcard. So yes, a lot of people are pulling away from mailers, and then they're leaning towards email just because of the cost of it. So just to send, 1,000 emails, I mean, that's probably what, like $10 for one of the email services. While a mailer could set you back $1,000. And if you don't get a lead off of your mailers, if you do 5 or 6 of those campaigns, you're going to be hurting financially if your campaigns don't work. So, mailers do still have a place. The cost is high though, so make your own decision on that. That leads me into number 4, ringless voicemail drops. Okay, so if you've ever had a broker scream at you through the hallway, "Why aren't you cold calling?" So I was in a brokerage, and I remember the broker just screaming at all of the agents all the time, cold call, cold call, cold call, especially if we didn't have a whole lot of deals in the pipeline. The thing is that cold calls take a really long time. They are just so trying on your soul because you're just constantly talking to voicemail, and they're physically exhausting. Just the dialing and the talking to the voicemail usually most of the time, and then getting hung up on and told never to contact them again. So one of the easiest ways to take that cold call component and put it into your business in a modern way, ringless voicemail drop. So what is a ringless voicemail drop? Have you ever on your cell phone or even just in your office, like you were sitting there the entire time, it never rang, and then all of a sudden, bloop, one voicemail appeared? That is a ringless voicemail drop. That is somebody who went in there, they took their list, they recorded the same message that everybody hears, and then they hit a button for enter and submitted. And then it went to thousands of voicemails all at the same time. Now, before you ask, yes, it does work on office phones, but you do need the direct line to make it work. So it won't do, the office and then the extension. You do need that direct line. So it is something that you will have to research if you don't have that information. But otherwise, voicemail drops, I highly suggest them because that will take your lead generating tool, and just really streamline it so that you're hitting as many people as possible. So let's reiterate, get that leads list, build your list over time, mailers versus email, do them both, throw everything at it. And number 4, ringless voicemail. So if you liked this video, please hit subscribe down below and let me know in the comments what you think or any additional marketing strategies that you have that was not covered here. Thank you so much. If you like this video, check out my bootcamp at wealthycre.com. Not your typical boring lessons in terminology and contract writing. You already know that. These are lessons on marketing practices that are designed for commercial real estate professionals to gain leads and increase your income. Learn to target your market, brand yourself, build your leads list, marketing techniques, and so much more. Check out the video courses today and supercharge your income.